We're home.
Two decorators and a microphone. The UK's first painting and decorating podcast with Trev and Ryan.
Happy Monday.
How you doing?
I bet you're not at work, and if you are, sorry guys, but we're not.
Sorry guys.
Guys, if you're at work, then Merry Christmas and
Happy holidays.
Don't say that. Why would you say Happy Holidays? I mean, the guys don't like that.
Grumpy old man.
Well, anyway, yeah, we're off.
Yeah, we're off.
So we're going to keep you company through the Christmas period.
If anyone's got a couple of days for me between the...
Well, it's 2 weeks, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hang on a minute.
It's not 2 weeks, so I don't want to work the
Hold on a
Christmas
minute.
week.
Hold on a minute. Bear with me.
Yeah. Maybe we should have got a calendar up.
Yeah, well, you got a phone there.
Yeah, I know.
Let me tell you.
I've got to unlock it.
So, it's only next week, really, isn't it?
No, the week after.
So
I want to work. I don't want to work next week.
from the 30th to the 3rd.
Yeah, from the 30th to the 3rd. If anyone can sort me a couple of days. Tools, transport, and I'm house trained.
So what is it?
I don't always go.
Is this Two Decorators and a microphone recruitment company?
Well,
Hey, you're through to a recruitment company. How can we help? Hey, guys.
I figure I've got a bit of a platform. Might as well use
Yeah,
it.
exactly. Might as well abuse your position.
Don't have a dog and bark yourself, do you? Might as well.
No,
Yeah,
the reason why. I want to
I
say something.
Let me finish off what I was going to
No,
say.
let me just
No,
say,
let me.
because I'm going to get so much crap. Ryan hasn't been sacked. That's what I'm trying to say. We haven't been sacked. Ryan hasn't been sacked.
Oh, yeah. I thought you meant what? Yeah, I have. I've been sacked this year.
No, the reason you're looking for work is
Isn't
because
I've been sacked.
exactly.
It's
That's
because
what.
the old man's lazy and don't want to work.
No, it's because
He's old
the
and can't.
the chippies are lazy and haven't got the job done that we were meant to be doing between Christmas and New Year's.
Yeah.
I haven't been drinking.
True.
Christmas and the New Year's second fixed. So we did have some
So we
work.
just shouted at each other for no reason.
What were you going to shout about?
All I was going to say is, I live in GU21, so, you know.
Yeah, go on. I'm willing to travel about 10 miles. Anything
A
else?
little bit further than 10 miles. I'll give it.
I'll give it
a good 45 minutes or more.
Don't really like driving on the A3.
No, I like driving on the A3.
Probably
I don't
start
like driving
work
on the
about 10
M3.
o'clock. Work till about 6.
Dude, I've literally just said.
Anything else?
I just said the dates of my location.
I prefer working in 4-bedroom houses. I don't really manage. I don't like bungalows.
You that quite well. No, I like bungalows because you don't have to deal with stairs.
Anything else? Oh, I don't like spindles.
I don't like lazy gits that sit on their phone all day and don't actually do any work,
So
requiring me to strap the backpack on and carry the firm Monday to fucking Friday.
I don't like spindles. I don't like stripping wallpaper. I
do like stripping
don't
wallpaper.
like undercoating all gloss woodwork.
I don't know. I'm not a fan of that.
So, anything else? This is like your on-air CV. I'm making Ryan out to be a lot worse than he is. He's not. He's a real good guy.
I'm just trying to find a bit of work.
Exactly,
mate,
I
because
know.
you can't provide it for me.
Where is that? No, it's not me. Don't keep putting it all on me. It's not me.
It's
because I've got to get rid of my cat.
You should
No.
find some work to fit in that slot. And to be honest, if you treat me any better than the old man does, you might have me with you permanently.
I'll tell you what you need. That'll wake you up. Did you like that explosion? That was good.
No, I didn't.
I don't know quite why. I just wanted to use it.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. With a bit of a purpose, I don't mind a sound effect or a jingle.
Okay. Ryan's favourite thing to do is
painting a door, painting a door, painting a door, gotta paint it some more. Is it a wall? No, it's a door.
he likes doing that. Anyway, so yeah, basically, if you have got a week's
the
work,
reason I don't like the jingles or the sound effects.
I've got another one if you want it.
No, I really don't. I really don't.
No, seriously,
Really
if you have got some work, that would be much appreciated.
Yeah.
Okay?
Thank you.
Right.
That took so much longer than it needed to.
I know.
Because you're just a massive piss taker, aren't you?
Well, no.
Yeah.
It's Monday.
Well, yeah. It is Monday.
Right. Language.
That you play the jingles, so I'm allowed to swear.
Oh, okay. We're back to those rules, are we?
Yep.
Okay, well, let's get that out of the way. Anyway, what have we been up to the last week? Finished that bloody I've done it.
Sort of.
Finished that Bentworth job that was really getting you down.
Really
I know. Well, let's not get into the nitty gritty, but didn't it?
Yeah.
We're getting really fed up with that.
I'm still getting fed up with that because I know I'll have to go back there at some point. I spent a couple of days being the old general builder, sort of dog's body just for a couple of days.
So yeah, finally that's out of the way, which is a relief
Spent
to
Friday
everyone.
driving around like layer cake.
Oh yeah.
I did watch that last night.
Did you?
Yeah, it's a good film.
The builder's got an 04 Range Rover that's
Yeah.
absolutely beats
Shagged
to
out,
death.
Yeah.
And yeah.
I think you could get a classroom out with the amount of kids stuff that's in the back, like pens on the floor,
Oh god, it is.
bottle of wine.
I think the skipper's got less stuff in it than the inside of his Range Rover. It is awful.
Yeah.
But anyway, we've finished that job. We've moved on. Been to TalkRadio for well, not an interview, but like
Just, a bit
just
of
an
a chat
appearance.
with,
So
Mark Dolan, because they do a podcast of the week, and Dad's ever vigilant social media spamming
thanks, Rye. You were doing so well until you mentioned spamming.
became what? That's basically what it is. You know how you get bots on social media that will just add you and be like, "Come and watch my live stream cam." You're like a human equivalent of that.
Anyway,
Younger people have figured out you can write programs to do what you do. So you're just so old that you just
I'm
you
not
do it manually. You do it the old way.
I'm not that bad.
You're probably typing out a machine code on.
Why are you being like this? So anyway,
You're running DOS on this computer.
right. So anyway, we went to. I'm ignoring.
You
went
updated.
We went to TalkRadio, and that was an amazing experience. But we've got that interview coming out on the Boxing Day, so Thursday.
26th.
So that will be available for you to hear. Also, what else have we been up to? Oh, should we launch the competition?
Yeah. Should we talk about
We've
it?
got a competition.
We're doing a competition.
We are doing a competition.
So on Facebook,
I'm going to make a note of this so we've got the rules.
I've already got a note of it.
Okay.
Don't worry. On Facebook, we will put a post up.
On our Facebook page.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I thought I said that with on Facebook.
Okay, right. Yep.
So on Facebook, we're going to have a post that'll be stickied on the Two Decorators and a Microphone Facebook page.
Should we?
What?
Should we mention the prizes?
Yeah, I was going to get through the
Rules, the T's and C's.
Yeah, and then do the
Okay,
prizes. If
go
you
on.
want to do the prizes first,
No.
do you want to just carry on interrupting
No.
me?
I'm quite happy to carry on interrupting you if you
Yeah.
don't mind.
Mm,
It is
yeah,
Christmas.
I kind of do.
Come on.
Right. So yeah, there'll be a post on our Facebook page.
On Facebook. No, well, I'm going to stop. Sorry. Go on.
I'm gonna find
No.
something heavy to throw at you in a minute.
Go on.
There's a repair care corner here.
Oh,
That'll do some damage.
done nicely as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Proper job.
All right.
Right, go on. Carry on.
So yeah, there will be a third time, fourth, fifth,
And-
sixth maybe.
Breathe.
There will be a post on our Facebook page, the Two Decorators and a Microphone Facebook page. What we're going to need you to do is like the page and tag a friend in the comments of the post. It will be stickied on the page. And you'll be entered in. Are we doing one big prize?
No, we're doing individual ones because I did ask. I've done surveys on social media,
Crack on then.
Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, I think, asking if we'd like one big prize or separate prizes.
So,
And the survey said separate prizes.
right, we have a Tesa Sustainer, which has got a ridiculous amount of tape in it. It's a big Sustainer. And a t-shirt, a fleece jacket, and a woolly hat, which me and Dad were gonna have out of it. But
Well, this seems to
not
be that when Tesa give away these sustainers, they don't seem the jacket, the hat, and the t-shirt don't seem to make it.
yeah, they fly out there quite quick.
They seem
But
to
anyway,
disappear from
we
the
worked
sustainer.
We worked out there's about 200 quid's worth of tape in there.
It's a lovely little prize on
It
its
is.
own.
Yeah,
It's-
without the value of the Sustainer on
yeah,
it as well.
exactly. So yeah,
Tikkarilla, Ben Adams, has also given us 5 10-litre tubs of AR2, which is the
yeah.
sealing emulsion we use. Do you want to do any of these?
Brewers have kindly given us £50 worth of vouchers.
Yeah. C-Tech, who makes CT1 and Peel Tech, are giving us 6 Peel Techs and 6 tubes of CT1.
Now we've used Piltech and
And
we've used
yeah.
CT1, and it's brilliant stuff.
Yeah, really good stuff. And you can get it in Crown Decorator Centres.
Yeah, we were in a Crown Decorator Centre in Brentford with Wagner, and we were talking to someone, and it's definitely coming into all the crowns, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
So if you're looking for Piltech, which you really should, we've said it
Yeah.
before, we'll say it again, you should have some of that stuff in your van
Yeah, just as a
because
get out of jail.
yeah, it's well,
Better than the Paint Panther, better than Nitro Moors.
it's the best paint stripper
we've
come across, and we've tried quite a few of them.
You've,
haven't we?
you've even tried some janky Chinese and eBay ones, haven't you?
Yeah, but this stuff.
If you get it from a dodgy site, it'd be good because they wouldn't have the regs. But
Yeah, exactly, and they wouldn't be too restricted, and it'd be like the good old Nitromorphs, it'd burn your hand, so it's doing you some good. But no, it wasn't that good.
yeah,
But this stuff is like I say, have some in your van, give it a go. I mean, that prize there is probably worth. That's heading to £200, isn't it?
yeah,
The Peel Tech's about £11 a tin,
yeah, probably is. Yeah, it's probably bumping.
so it's 60 quid. So yeah, you must be getting that way.
Paintshack are offering quite a few tins of their paint, which is always worth a good try. A cap, mug, t-shirt, a
tin
rule,
opener.
tin opener, key ring.
It's like the Generation game.
Yeah.
Did he do well? I sounded a bit camp there, didn't I? Hello. Did he do well?
I don't get these references.
Yes, you do. Shut
No,
up.
I really don't. When did the Generation game stop being on air?
I don't know.
I'll Google it now. You
Right.
go through Topdeck.
So, and Topdeck have kindly given us a T-shirt and I don't know if it's a beanie or a cap. But anyway, those are our prizes. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 prizes, and they will all be given away individually, like I say, because we've asked. And
1982. How am I going to
Shut
get that
up.
reference?
No, it wasn't.
13 years before I was born.
it wasn't. That was on. It was on after.
Generation game from 71 to 82.
With who? With
Bruce Forsyth.
Yeah, but then it was on after that.
Larry Grayson, Jim Davidson.
It didn't stop.
It's got a 2.1 out of 10 on IMDb.
It didn't stop at. It did stop in 80. It didn't stop in
81, and then so Bruce Forsyth from 71 to 77.
Yeah.
Then Larry Grayson from 78 to 82.
Yeah.
Then
Jim Davidson.
Bruce Forsyth again in the 90s.
Yeah.
From 90 to 94. Then Jim Davidson to 2002.
There you go. So it's not that.
So I was 7.
Yeah. So there you go.
Yeah, because I was proper into TV when I was 7, wasn't I?
So there was a chance.
Bob the Builder and
Okay.
I don't know.
Do you know what Ryan wanted one year for his birthday when he was about 5? An electric sander.
You probably still stole that off me as well.
That's a fascinating fact there. I don't know what that's got to do with any prizes or the Generation game or
There you
anything.
go. I was always a bit of a weirdo.
You loved it, didn't you?
Yeah. Standing down that step for
Yeah,
days
exactly.
'cause it's fucking concrete.
That'll keep him quiet.
Yeah, until...
Anyway, so they're the prizes.
And that's why I like Mercury so much now.
Oh, Merca's gone, isn't it?
Yeah, R.I.P.
It'll be back soon, hopefully. From the repair shop. Hey, the guys are looking at the repair shop. So that's our prizes.
Yeah, but again, yeah, like and tag a friend on the post, and preferably tag one of your decorator mates because
Yeah,
we're a podcast about decorating for decorators. So
yeah, it'd be nice to get some more decorators involved.
would that have been a better tagline than paint porn for your headphones?
What's that?
For decorators by decorators.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Shouldn't trust you with anything, should I?
I didn't say that. Someone else said it. I did ask someone if I could use it because I thought that was a nice little.
What, paint porn for your headphones?
Yeah. Well, because you can't listen to.
Makes it sound really seedy and dodgy.
Excellent. That's why people. Yeah, it attracts people, doesn't it? That's why.
It attracts weirdos.
That's why. Yeah. Look at the two of us that are doing it. That's why you need headphones for your Thursday one. See, so it all ties in.
What?
Because you F and Jeff, don't you? So
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
But
try and keep up.
a very tenuous link there.
So, what else are we talking about, Ryan?
We've got to say a thank you to Decorate and Direct.
For sending us a few beers. Thank you very much. That's very much appreciated. And we really want to support. We really want to thank everybody for I don't want to see you with your hands down your trousers again.
Mate, you've got them too. You know they get a bit uncomfy. You got to give a little
Yeah,
stretch and a little readjust.
Lovely.
You're fucking sorry. That was more just a sound than it was a. It was more just like a guttural noise. I caught myself in the middle of that.
Right. So anyway, thank you for the beers, Decorate and Direct.
Definitely.
And also thank you for everybody that supported our podcast this year. This is meant to be a professional one. You're lowering the tone. So everybody that's supported our podcast since we started in October,
Yeah.
it's very much appreciated. We've had some really nice messages from people.
And if you've been following us since Fix, Jesus, thank you for sticking in there.
When was that? June?
No, we started Fix in September.
Did we?
Yeah.
Oh, blimey.
Yeah.
I thought it was before that. But yeah, anyway, so thank you all really for sort of being there, and like I say, we've had some really good support. We've had some really nice emails.
Big up Roy.
Yeah.
That's a big thank you.
He's gone quite lately.
I don't want to go through everyone because I'll forget everyone. But there's a lot of people that supported, especially me. DM'd me on Instagram at @snd_decorating.
But yeah, there is a lot of there's a lot of support out there. It's like I say, it does help. It does encourage us because
especially when we do broach some heavy subjects sometimes, and it is nice to hear people say, it does need to get talked about and discussed.
So it's very much appreciated. On a lighter subject, well, apart from not really a heavy subject.
No, it wasn't really.
How do we organise our gear in cars and vans? We were talking about that the other day, weren't we? We went to Southern Decorators Society for Christmas do. Where did we go? Cobham, Chobham.
Yeah.
And it was mentioned about we just because decorators.
Andrew Bigwood, I think I was talking to.
And because we're really interesting people when we were out. We were talking about how to organise stuff in your van so it's easily accessible, and don't really know the best way.
Because so it's not just about racking the van, because I'd say the back of my estate car is. I'm going to get a bit of crap here, but I'd say the back of my estate car is probably, maybe not after I've been in there for a week, but when I do tidy it up on a Sunday, I do it every Sunday just because I hate
after
work.
Church.
Exactly, after church.
You often know.
Yeah, but I'd say the back of my car is better organised than the back of your van is.
Well, yeah, and also what I find with van is you do tend to just chuck stuff back in there because no one will see it. You shut the door and you can walk away from it. Yeah. I do try and keep it tidy, but it is.
But my thing with your van is like the time where I took 2 tubs of putty out of it in like February.
Yeah.
Why have we got 2 500-gram tubs of putty
because
that are mostly full?
Yeah, exactly.
In the back of the van
because
in February.
A lot of people are like that.
But that's what I mean.
You find the bigger the van, the more crap you carry around in it.
A few people have especially asked you because you've got the long wheelbase Transit Connect. I've asked you, how do you find it? And you were running out of Berlingo before the Connect, weren't you?
No, I had a little bipper, didn't I? Like the
bipper.
Citroen Nemo, real sort of.
Yeah, you had a bipper, and that we'd filled that up as much as we'd filled the Transit up now, even though it's a bigger thing.
Yeah,
you just fill it up with more stuff. You fill the space that you've got.
Of course you do. Yeah, but no, I think one of the advantages of what we've done with the Connect is put that false floor in so we can get stuff underneath like a pasting table. That really does help. The
Hoover hose and the roller poles and stuff that's never really going to come out of there.
Yeah.
But
so we've done that. We
get in the way because I hate having the roller poles in the back of the car because I can't find any good place to put them when they rattle about.
Exactly. So yeah, we've got a place for those. The only thing that annoys me really, I've got a sliding side door, and I've got opposite that on the other side is the shelving. It really needs to be. The shelving needs to be on that sliding door. So we open the sliding door. And you got all the racks of stuff that you need, rather than have to lean into the van.
Yeah,
but
would you reckon you'd be better off with the rack in between? So on the sliding door side, between the sliding door and the back door.
Yeah.
So you can open up the back and get in that way, and then you because my thing with closing off the side door is then stuff up the back. You've turned it into an Astra van.
Exactly, which is where, or the other way is to do what I did with the Bipper, which is just to put a shelves all across the back,
which is all right until you lock yourself in.
Oh God, yeah.
I exit.
You know what? This is going to upset. Well, no, this is true. This is true life. So let's just talk about it. I was doing outside a couple of summers ago. I don't even think were you with me, Ryan? You couldn't have been.
I don't think I was. No.
So before Ryan was me, I was doing an outside, and you know what it's like when you're outside decorating. Sometimes you need to
cooler nature.
Thank you. So I crawled into the side door. Bearing in mind, like I just said, the back of it was racked out. So
properly, there was you couldn't get a hand through it.
No,
it was a sheet of ply over the back doors.
Exactly. So and it was all shelved out at the back door. So you open the back doors and it was all shelved out. It looked really nice.
It was really nice to work out of.
But so went in there. Relieve myself. No, I didn't.
Add a jank in a 10-litre tub.
Oh yeah, I got the 10-litre tub. And I pulled the door to. Unfortunately, I pulled the door to a little bit too far, and got stuck in the van. It was red hot.
Yeah, because they have the escape button, but it's on the
it
back
didn't.
doors.
Yeah, it didn't. Well, I couldn't get. So I was stuck in this van, and I was Then I had a car pull up beside me, so that was it. I had to knock on the side door. Excuse me, could you let me out? The poor woman, when she opened the door with the heat, she nearly passed out.
Can you stand back while you
Yeah,
open
exactly.
up the
That's what I said. Yeah, it was. Yeah, the whole affair was really embarrassing. So
rather embarrassing.
Yes. So now probably the moral of that story is don't rack out the rear doors of your van.
Yeah.
Or
completely.
go and find a Costa.
Or McDonald's.
Or a McDonald's or something like that, and be a bit civilised.
So I always felt bad because I was working on that job in Fleet, and that's what I was doing at their McDonald's, a communal horse stair and landing. And you go in there, I'm like, I've got to buy like a like a mayo chicken sandwich or something like that, like 75p, just so I can go upstairs and use your toilet.
I mean,
that bloke comes in here every day and never buys anything.
I'm sharing that story with you because I know for sure that I'm not the only one that's had something like that happen to me.
Definitely not.
Yeah, it's just, it was the poor woman. I did feel sorry for her. I couldn't look her in the eyes or anything. Thank you very much for letting me out. I was stuck in my van.
I'm sure she couldn't see much with her eyes streaming.
Yeah, what were you doing in there? Could you not tell? Oh, yes.
Please don't make me say it, love.
Yeah. So anyway, so
But then my thing is that the back of your Transit, even though it's bigger, you carry around a lot of unnecessary
that's what
stuff.
I'm saying. The more room you have, the more crap you take around.
Yeah.
And it's not only that, it's the stuff. How do you get stuff from your van into the job? Oh,
God, you're not going on about your trolley, are you?
I know, because I've never found a decent one. Oh, the trolley.
Yeah.
No, I was on about the tool chests on wheels.
Oh, yeah.
Because, they look very smart, but we were talking, weren't we? And the trouble is, what you do is you've got the big, these tool chests that you buy that are on wheels. We've had a Stanley one. What have I got at the moment?
It's a red ox.
Something like that, isn't it?
One?
Yeah, something like that.
But it's the big tool narrow ox tools one where you can take the top quarter off.
But the trouble with these ones is, trouble with these in general is you've got the bottom, which is like a box that you put all your stuff in, and then the top is a toolbox, and they always end up too top heavy.
Yeah.
So what you put them in the back of the van, they roll over. So what you then do is take the top off because it's too heavy, and then you end up with two cases when you really want one. It's So I think the best way to do things is buy yourself a little trolley and use some plastic boxes.
Yeah. So, granted, I don't have a lot of stuff. I don't have a lot of tools, all of that stuff. But I do still put stuff in the garage. You'd think that, like, you carry around a lot of stuff. Like, a lot of things.
I don't carry that much.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, right. I've got a few little rad rollers.
You carry an entire box of full rolls of sandpaper.
Yeah.
Right.
But that's different grades, isn't it?
Yeah, but then... So I carry around a half roll of 80. I got a full roll of 120 from the show.
Yeah.
And I've got a little bit of 240, and then the rest of it is pads.
Yeah.
And it's used bits.
Yeah. That's basically what I got.
No, because you have full... there's probably like 3 or 4 rolls of 80 in there.
Yeah.
Like, you carry around a lot of stuff that even in... I understand the thing of having bits for every kind of situation, but how many rolls of 80 can you realistically, even if you're going at it, get through in a day?
I suppose you're right.
You only need... You even say that to me. You only should really need one bit of scratch every couple of days.
Yeah,
if you're using more than that, you're wasting money.
I don't know. It depends what you're doing, doesn't it? But anyway, I suppose...
And, it's like, I don't want to rag on you too much, but yeah, you've got like you use fussy bloke sleeves that are in the toolbox, but then you've also got a little plastic box that has got rad roller sleeves that are from like Homebase and B&Q from years ago.
For crappy jobs. Yeah. I know what you're saying.
But you need 16 of them for crappy jobs.
No, you don't really, do you?
But it's not about not having everything, it's about how
being
much
selective.
Realistically can you use in a day.
Yeah, that's true. But trouble is, you're always worried about going to a job and not having the thing that the times we've done it.
Yeah, I understand not the thing you need, right? But you only need 3 rad roller sleeves.
Yeah, I suppose you're right.
You still got it, you just don't have your entire stock of it.
No, exactly.
Because
the trouble is, if you put it in the shed, it's going to get lost and you're going to lose it forever.
It's going to get lost in your shed, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, But maybe other people. I don't think I'm unusual. I think most people are like me. They've got a shed and they put their stuff in there, and the stuff that you've used first will be at the front, and it'll gradually work its way to the back, and you'll lose it.
You go out there tomorrow when it's light and take a picture of that shed. One standing by the door and one in the thing, and then ask on Twitter.
One in the what?
One in it.
I don't think you get.
Like, hold your hand over it up in the back corner.
Well, like on a selfie stick.
Yeah, and take a picture, because I don't think anyone's like that. That is
sure?
Really bad.
Okay.
That is awful.
Oh, well, you might be right, but I don't know.
You're a hoarder.
I am not.
You are.
You make me sound like I'm going to be on one of those shows.
You need to be.
That Ryobi drill bit, that could be one of the prizes. Couldn't it?
Do you fancy a 20-year-old Ryobi drill before they were green, back when they were grey?
See, that's going to become a collector's item along with that pricing book.
You know the story that we always tell, or Dad tells, about spray painting the ambulances blue? Well, in the shed is the very same sprayer from that story,
the Bosch,
with the blue paint still crusted round.
But that's what I'm saying.
Nozzle.
Yeah, it's tradition, isn't it? You can't now. That's gone so far back in history. You can't actually. That's like a company story.
Yeah, but it doesn't need to be in where we're actually trying to work out of.
I know, but where else? Until we get a museum.
Jesus.
Until you take over, and get plush offices where you can actually.
The moment I take
story,
over, I'm getting a 50-yard row skip in the back, and I'm chucking so much shite out.
Oh.
I can see 6 old Farron Ball colour cards sat here.
Are they old ones then?
Yeah.
Why are they old?
Because they don't have the new colours in.
Maybe they could be prizes.
But I try. There's a really good video on YouTube. I'm quite into this subject.
I know.
Talking. There's a bloke on YouTube called Adam Savage. He used to do Mythbusters. Very quietly tried to get up there and then made a big noise. Baby elephant kicking past the bag as well. This bloke called Adam Savage, he used to host Mythbusters. He was the ginger one. Was on a YouTube channel called Tested, and he went through his workshop, and his idea is first order retrievability. You need to be able to grab the tool you want in one go. You shouldn't need to move anything, you shouldn't get anything out of the way. You should be able just to put your hand there and take it out. If at most open a drawer sort of thing, do that first and then grab it.
Yeah, but is that feasible in a van without spending a lot of money?
Yeah, I am not far off of that. If you notice, all of my roller sleeves are in one of those Axis yellow bags.
Yeah.
So if I need a roller sleeve, I can look in the top, see which one I need, pull it out.
Yeah.
So my sandpaper, my filler, filling blades, a flathead and a Phillips screwdriver, which are the size that I find fits. There's obviously smaller and bigger, but 9 times out of 10, those are the ones that I need.
Yeah. What are they in?
It's all in a Stanley open tote from Tool Station that cost me like $7.
So is that like a prep bag?
No, it's got everything. It's normally got a couple of brushes in there, a couple of like 2-inch brushes. It's got, my mixing up bowl, filler, a couple of bits of spare scratch, and knotting and things like that. Stuff that I'm probably going to need throughout a day. My little ball peen hammer and a nail punch.
There is nothing worse than trying to keep you spend your time going backwards and forwards to the van. So that
I either pick up that tote or everything that I'm probably going to need is in there.
Yes, that was my thinking. Is that bag then going to see you through the day?
Yeah, mostly. If it's a job that we've not really got anything on yet, that's normally the first thing I grab and go into a job with, as well as dust sheets.
Yeah.
Because that's the first thing I put down is dust sheets. I put that tote on it and then I start spreading out the sheets. But it's got, a little bit of masking tape in there as well.
Yeah.
If I don't have any more tape and drape, but I did put some tape and drape in there.
So it's like to get you started.
Yeah, it's most of the things that I'll need.
Because that's what I'm thinking. Maybe that would be the way forward. Would be get certain boxes for certain jobs. So
but that's another trap to fall into. Because you've then got a prep one, a painting one, and a whatever one.
Yeah.
But you've then just split everything up again. So you'll pick up the prep one, go into the job, be fine, everything, and then something will come up.
Then
and
you've moved on a stage.
I need the painting one, so you've got to go back to the van and get the painting one. You're better off keeping.
So you need a combination of everything.
You need a tighter kit that you can fit, and those tote trays are pretty good. I'll put a picture up, or I'll send you a picture to put up.
Yeah.
But you want to kind of just keep
a combo of everything.
Yeah, you know what you use through a day most of the time.
Yeah.
Like this job that we've been going at
Mostly
now,
your tools.
That's what I mean. How many times do we get into a job and you're like, oh, have you got this? And I'm like, yeah. And it's in my pocket, or it's in my hand, or it's on the job. It's like in the middle of the table.
Yeah.
How many times?
Well, that's why I found that Purdy multi-tool, that folding one, is a godsend, isn't it?
Yeah, that's really good.
They are
It
fantastic.
does a couple of different jobs. It says 10 in one, but you know, we use it for a couple of different things here and there. It's even in a pinch good enough to get flatted screws out.
And also, if you've not got a scraper with you, you know,
Good little scraper.
Yeah, it just gets you out of a spot. And also, you bought a pen, didn't you? A pen Phillips.
No.
You know that thing was the size of a pen, and it had the flatted and the Phillips.
Oh yeah, the little Stanley one.
Yeah, that was a good.
That was a good little tool. They've
Yeah,
kind of gone
and these are all little tools that you can keep on yourself, in your pockets.
For us, to be fair, those little Stanley ones are a bit too small. To
they are.
That's why I like my Stanley screwdrivers, because they're big and yellow, so you don't lose them.
Yeah, but no, it would be nice to get if you wrote in or told us what you keep in your pockets during the day.
Yeah,
like I say,
I've yet to have like an interesting enough one to put up, but I've always wanted to do at the end of a work week, empty out the pockets, because you empty out your pockets, put them in the wash anyway.
Yeah.
Empty the pockets of your whites out and lay it out on a table and see what crap you've collected in a week.
That's a good idea.
So I'm sure a lot of people do that.
But there must be like a basics that people, you know, have in their pockets regardless. Like we've got in my pocket, I've got the folding multi-tool Purdy. Also I've got a Stanley knife, you know, the retractable knife.
Yeah.
So I've got that and that. What else have I got in there? Oh, one of those sanding pads, you know, the sponge.
Yeah, Desa's gold flex.
Yeah, those,
pads.
because they're always good just to pad stuff off.
Mm-hmm.
Always got a bit of scratch.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I have.
Yeah,
yeah,
right.
I have.
Righto.
Well,
normally you got a bit of scratch after. Ryan, have you got a bit of scratch?
I've always got scratch on me.
Yeah, my scratch.
It doesn't matter, it's scratch. Anyway, so that's what I'm trying to think of what else is in my pockets.
Normally probably got my corking gun on him, probably got one of my brushes, probably grabbed one of my dusting brushes, my filling blades.
Oh yeah, I got that little dusting brush I got in Spain, didn't I?
Yeah.
Which is quite... it was like ridiculous money, but it's the size of like a little notepad, or tell you what, like a coaster. About that size, isn't it?
Sort of the size of a coaster.
And it just fits in your pocket lovely. And if you haven't got your dusting brush on you, you've still got it. It doesn't take up a lot in your pocket, and you've got it there, and it gets you out of a little spot.
The point that I've been saying about my 2-inch Purdy dusting brush for the past 2 years.
What?
That it's easy in your pocket.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you know that little side pocket you get on your whites. I think you're supposed to put like a hammer in or something like that. Yeah. So that long one, you can slip it in there, and it goes all the way into the pocket. I sometimes forget that I've got it in there.
That's it. Yeah. So what have you got in yours then? What's your sort of staple?
So obviously, the putty knife.
Oh God, this bloody putty knife.
So this putty knife.
Ryan has turned it from a putty knife into some sort of killing machine.
No, it's
so sharp.
What I'd done basically was took the marker to it, in essence, and put a bit of an edge on the front curve, but also took the nose off it where it's quite pointy, so it's got kind of 2 radiuses on it, and it's sharp. So I have cut myself a few times, especially roller reel. If I put it in with the blade up, I'll come down past my pocket with a roller and cut my fingers.
Why have you felt the need to do this to a putty knife?
Because I don't know what makes it so comfortable to use, but it's as a little scraper, you can flick it round, because you know it's got the 2 lengths on the back edge. It goes flat, and then it drops a little bit to come to that point at the front.
Yeah.
That bit at the back, if you hold it at like a good enough angle, that's like a little mini scraper there. You flick it around, and then you've got a scraper for coving and stuff like that. It's on a little radius, and you can kind of get into bits a little bit easier with the curved blade. Yeah. Because sometimes a flat blade.
So you use it like a curved scraper.
Yeah, sort of. But then it's also just as a bit of like a general multi-tool. Like you can do up screw sockets with it, and you can...
When you're not cutting your hand with it.
Yeah, but it's just the same sort of thing.
I told you, it is lethal.
It is incredibly lethal, but it is my favourite tool ever. It genuinely is. When that thing breaks, I'm going to be so sad.
So we've got the putty knife, the Purdy dusting brush.
Redbacks. They're a big vital bit of the kit.
Oh yeah, you like those, yeah.
The redback knee pads are always in. On my keys, I've got a tin opener.
I've got a tin
That's
opener.
pretty
Oh, yeah, I've got a
standard
tin opener on mine. That's pretty standard.
Copied me again.
Oh, no, I'll tell you what else I've got on my keys, which, thanks to you, I will thank you.
Thank you.
I know you're not a doctor, but I will thank you.
Smart.
Are those, they come in a little screw
capsule.
and they're earplugs.
Yeah, that's a good one.
And they are. I think they're about £15 off of Amazon, and they are brilliant. They're
just for murmuring and stuff. Cause
yeah.
it's not how loud it is. It's how long it's in your ears.
Yeah.
And you're murmuring for half hour, 45 minutes ago.
Yeah, and these earplugs are brilliant. Like I say, they fit on your key ring. You don't even know they're there. But when you need some sort of ear defenders, just put them in. They're great. So for £15, they're a great little
pencil, notebook I normally got on me because I forget my balls if they weren't in a bag.
Yeah, exactly. You're not very good at remembering stuff. But yeah, no, it would...
Probably like a little filling knife, something like that. And just your general other bits.
Yeah, it would be...
Headphones.
Have you?
Phone, wallet.
Yeah, but that's really not helping with the...
Oh, I wear a Casio watch as well. That's another vital bit of like the kit that I keep on me.
Why is the watch important?
Because it's working away at something, you want to see, I've got 15 minutes until lunch or something like that, or you want to know the time.
Why not got your phone?
Yeah, but then you pull out your phone. Oh, yeah, someone sent me a notification.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, well, now I'm on Facebook. I'm going to sit there and scroll through for 30 seconds. That 30 seconds turns into 2 or 3 minutes.
That's very odd.
So then every time you check your phone, you're actually not just checking the time. You're spending 5-10 minutes, and you do that 4 or 5 times a day.
Tell you what, I've never actually thought of that. That is a bloody good idea.
But that's what these things, they are made to draw you in.
Trouble is, if you haven't got a Casio watch and you've got one of these smart watches,
that's why I didn't want to deal with any of that shit.
Yeah, because that does exactly the same thing.
Yeah, the Casio cost me $5. I've worn it to work every day that I can if I don't lose it or forget where I've put it for the past 18 months, and it has been covered in wallpaper paste, paint, oil-based paint, wipes off, tells me the time, tells me the
So
date.
I'm wearing this watch thinking it's a good idea, and it's not, is it?
It's
Because
really not,
it tells you've got a text.
Do you know Pavlov's dog?
Yeah, I've heard of it.
Yeah, so that's what these are. You get a ding, and then you get, oh, look, someone's talked to me, a little burst of dopamine. Oh, next time it dings, I'm definitely going to look at it, because last time it was a friend. And then on your watch, it's a little buzz on your watch. Oh, someone sent me a thing on Facebook. Oh, I'll get my phone out.
Yeah, they are. It is.
You should really, once in a while, just try leaving your phone in the front of the van for a morning, for 2-3 hours.
Mum did a whole weekend without using her phone.
Yeah, banging.
Yeah.
That's good. That's what I mean. They're designed. They are
everybody
made
thought she
to
died.
draw you into it.
Yeah.
That's why I turn off Facebook Messenger notifications and stuff like that. I turn off.
As you said before, social media is a cancer.
It is. It's horrible. Unless you are quite vigilant. I try my best to use social media at like arm's length. I try not to have notifications on. I try not to spend too much time on it.
Trouble is though, right? It does draw you in.
It does, but it's made to do that.
And unless you're aware of that,
then
it can be. Unless you actually think, hang on a minute.
No, yeah, trust me. I've spent hours upon hours of my life sat there scrolling through Facebook, just not actually looking at doing anything.
I tell you what, I'm
scrolling.
I've sort of got that age now where I go up for a wee in the night, and this is terrible. This is what happens to me. I'll go for a wee, come back, I just check my Facebook, see how many likes I got, see who's doing what, and I'll tell you what, easily and half an hour or an hour can go by in the middle of the night that you're checking your phone.
You don't realise that time's gone, and what have you actually gained out of that?
Exactly. How much better off are you?
Yeah. Who are you that desperate to speak to or see about and what's going on at 5 in the morning?
Yeah, but it's not that. Sometimes it's free. Yeah. 2 o'clock, you're awake from 2 to 3.
Yeah, and who is that important that you want to deal with?
And I don't think actually it can't make you sleep because it reactivates your mind, doesn't it? You out of that.
And it starts throwing blue light into your eyes, and that's another bad thing because that keeps you awake. Because your brain starts going, oh, look, there's light coming in now. I need to start waking up because sunrise. But it's not, it's you on your phone.
Yeah.
I can't even remember what we started talking about.
No, but the trouble is, see, I use my phone to write down stuff for the podcast. So
I carry a notebook in my whites.
Yeah, I know, but what's the way around that then? Because
carry a notebook in your whites.
Yeah, but I don't sleep in my whites.
Well, then put it by your bed. That's a good thing. Really.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying that. But how am I going to see what I'm writing? I suppose it don't really matter, does it? As long as it's
Yeah,
even if
and
it takes a
there's
page
big,
up.
big white light out front. Just push the curtain over a little bit.
He'll wake up Mother, won't it? She won't be very happy.
We won't wake her up.
Mother?
If
No,
she
but
sleeps through your fucking snoring, she'll be able to sleep through
swearing.
the lights. How far are we into this one? It's like a longie.
40 minutes.
But
But I think that might be a good way, actually. I think I might be putting the phone downstairs and taking a notebook to bed to write stuff down.
Yeah,
Because I think that might be the way forward.
It is a real easy trap to fall into, just constantly checking your phone, constantly checking, and you start losing out on stuff that's actually happening. Like the amount of times, like I sometimes go to the shop or just go out for a walk and just leave my phone. Just enjoy what you're actually doing. Stop, disconnect a little bit.
Yeah, I think it can become obsessive, can't it?
Yeah, definitely. That's a good word for it. But anyway, that's why I wear a watch.
I'm really glad I asked that question. But no, what we're trying, like I say, it would be good if you could get in touch and let us know
how you organise
what
yourself.
you've got
together.
You know, when you're using what you've got in your pockets.
So with the, go on. What you?
Go on. I was just going to do the contact us thing. But
Go on, hit it.
I'm just trying to find it right.
Oh, so you can call us on 020 32 39 21 14, and that is a Skype. I was going to say Spotify.
That's Skype.
That's a Skype number. It will go straight to voicemail. Leave us a voicemail message. We might play it out. If you don't want us to, we won't. That sort of thing.
Talking to social media.
2decks1mic@gmail.com.
Yep.
We're everywhere. 2decks1mic. Google us.
Facebook page. Instagram
on the website,
Twitter. So talking about social media and don't bother, but we're not on that anymore, so don't bother getting us on. I know what you're saying.
Yeah, it's kind of like
yeah, exactly. I was just trying to be.
I mean, I probably would ignore you, but that's just because I'm ignorant.
But no, it's so that's the way to get hold of us. Yeah, but like I say, it would be nice if you could send in a picture or a photo or something, just to show, say, like Ryan said, at the end of a week, turn out your pockets.
And see what
maybe we should do that.
If you're on Instagram, hashtag 2decks1mic, and we'll find it through that.
Yeah, maybe we should do that. Another sort of
like a weekly show off sort of thing.
Yeah, that'd be
these are really good ideas for while everyone's on Christmas holiday.
Well, it's into the new year, isn't it?
Yeah. So with going back to the estate car, I'm in a Ford Focus Mark 1.
Is it Mark 1?
Yeah.
Is it one of the first ones?
She is, and it's the LX. So
it's
the Focus.
Luxury.
The Focus with the booty.
Luxury.
And I keep.
Are we still pulling on this subject then? I thought that that rounded that off. Oh, okay, we're carrying on then. I thought,
No, I thought this would be because this is quite a deep.
Go on then.
Because you think about it.
Yep.
It takes you 7 to 8 minutes to walk to the van, get something, walk back to the job.
Yeah.
You do that 6 times in a day. That's one of your 8-man hours gone. Just walking to the van.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So I far side passenger door, in the back.
Yeah.
I keep all my dust sheets. So I open that and I can literally open it up and scoop from the bottom, and I've got all of my dust sheets in one hit.
IKEA bags.
But I do have the IKEA bags, I need to put it in. And then the other side door is where I keep that little tote tray and my toolbox with all of the other stuff that I might need. So that's like the bigger hammer, my drill, which I don't ever really use. I'm more a screwdriver man. The charger for it, the rad roller frame, things that I know that I'm going to need after I've gone into the job. Because you inevitably are going to have to go back to the van at least once.
Yeah.
But if you can get all of those bits in one go.
That's what I need to do. I need to get something to take them from the van into the
Get
job.
that Stanley tote, honest to God.
Yeah, because it needs, I've got the stuff in the van, but I've just got it in the van.
Yeah.
I'll put it back on the shelves. I don't actually have something sat on the floor that I can just grab and take out.
Grab and go. And then down the other side, I've got scuttles, kettles, and the green hop up that I'd normally keep just tubes of cork and cork gun and stuff like that in, because it's upside down. It's quite a nice little holder. Yeah. And then the other side is the big metal hop up, roller poles, and then in the middle of the two, I can fit tins of paint and the Hoover and extra stuff. So it is very much like a U shape of stuff, and then there's a bit of a usable area in the middle.
We did invest in a trolley a while ago.
and turned out that it couldn't go over. What was it? What's it called? Like weather
Drop curb.
Yeah, drop curb. Couldn't get over a drop curb. Sort of like me skateboarding. That's how I broke my old phone. I tried to go over a drop curb on the board and smashed it.
But yeah, it was sort of the principle was there, wasn't it?
Yeah.
To have a fold up trolley to put all our stuff on
until everything rattled off.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. It definitely takes two of you.
Yeah, and if it had maybe if it had like air in the tire, air in the wheels. A little bit chunkier.
I think the principle was there. I think the trolley was the thing that let us down.
It's more of if you were on a big like new build site or something like that. If you're working in a hotel, that sort of thing.
Yeah,
it'd be good. Well,
we used it on that communal health as a land, didn't we?
Yeah.
So it was quite good for carting stuff up and down in the lift.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's
useful-ish.
Yeah, we just
maybe look a little bit harder or
right idea, wrong trolley.
Yeah,
would be my
saying it.
Would sum that up.
But I'll show you I'll show you my little tote in a minute. If you want.
We'll put it in the. Yeah. Send me a photograph. We can put it on show notes. Show notes.
Yeah, it is. I think it's one of the biggest losses of time.
I think you're right.
Because you've made me hate it as well.
What's
Every
that?
time going back to the van.
I know, but it's such a ball ache, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, when you're halfway through, you say, I need that now, and it puts you out of your stride.
Yeah,
and
that's the thing about the tray is it's got all of the bits that I normally go, I need this now. So like the mixing bowl for the filler. Because you bought the box of filler in, and you're like, the bloody mixing bowl, and then you go out there, I don't have a 2-inch filling knife on me.
Need a corker. Oh, yeah, exactly.
So the corker's in there as well.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it would like to say, let us know how you go about sorting out your stuff, because it's something that it's not really talked about, and people don't really sort of not discussed, is it very much?
There's a lot of the.
Go on, I was going to say it's not discussed much, but it can save you a whole hell of a time. A lot of time,
and time's money. At the end of the
day, even if you're saving yourself half an hour a day, that's like 2.5 hours a week. Which could be the difference between finishing the job and you have to go back next week and costing more money in petrol and all that sort of. So yeah, good subject, right?
I forgot what else I was going to say. What did I say before you jumped?
I don't know. What?
I'm not sure.
What was you were saying about having the mixer, the cork, and all that in one?
Oh,
tote. Yeah. So yeah, I think
we've covered it. We talked about it enough.
Yeah,
but it is
like
a very vital subject. I think. That's what I was going to say. Is that paint in itself, like brands of paint and types of paint, are talked about a lot, and applying it and brushes and tools are talked about a bit. But that is I think you kind of came up with it, but the business side of decorating isn't all that much talked about.
No, because you take up decorating because you want to decorate. You don't actually, then you sort of lumber with all the admin side.
Yeah, you forget that you've got to run a business. On
Exactly. It's all very well decorating. It's like I say to Ryan,
you can be the best decorator in the world, but if you can't run a business, you won't make any money.
So really, you've got to learn two skills. You've got to learn you've got to learn decorating, and then you've got to learn to all the administration that goes along with it.
Yeah.
And it's a thing that decorators only seem to think they're making money when they've got a paintbrush in their hand or a roller, or they're putting paint on walls. There's other ways that you've got to put your mind to things and make money. When you're quoting, who's paying you to quote? You've got to include that in your day rate, and when you go and look at jobs.
I'll tell you what, we'll find out if this is in Fast and Furious pricing. What is it?
I don't know. Yeah, we got a book from Peter Wilkinson about it. It looks like a really good book. Ryan's had a look at it more than I have.
Yeah, I've only had a flick through.
But it comes out on
Christmas
Eve on Kindle, I think, and it's a book about pricing up spraying, which would be really good, because all we've done up until now when we've priced is to price traditional brush and roller and then sprayed it.
Yeah,
and made our money that way.
Yeah, make the money out at the time.
We have come across a company that, or some decorators that were actually
pricing it to spray
and
working out their day rate off of spraying.
Yeah,
so they weren't.
So they really ruining it for everybody else.
Don't do that.
Why would you do that?
Yeah, don't. Please don't.
You've invested in a sprayer.
We got told off by Crumpy for doing spraying on day rate.
He wasn't very. Oh God, yeah,
happy.
he wasn't happy about that.
Happy.
But we've I know he disagrees with us, but
we got into that situation a little differently. Like, that is extenuating circumstances because it was someone we already had a relationship with, and we have been in there and brushed and rolled it.
And it's our fault because we're not brave enough to have the conversation and say, look,
you know, it is worth this much.
It's a builder we've worked for years. He's got a fantastic reputation around our area.
And you like him quite a bit as well.
Yeah,
like,
I've been to football with him, and he's sort of more of I'd say he was a friend.
Yeah, he's a mate.
And also the decorator that got us in there, I started my decorating career with way back in the 80s.
Way back.
Poor old Les is he's 75, 80. He's really knocking on. So the way we've got into it is we met Les in the decorators merchants locally. You know, how you doing, Les? How you doing? Oh, he said, my shoulder's hurting a bit. He said, struggling with ceilings. I said, next time you got a ceiling, I said, and you're working for Peter, who's the builder, I said, let us know. I said, we'll come and spray it. So a couple of months went past, and he got a phone call. He said, are you still up for spraying them ceilings, Trev? I said, yeah, of course we will. We'll come and do them for you. So we went and did one, didn't we?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we went in there on day work.
Just to say, we're just in here just to spray this one for him and get it out of the way.
We went in on day work, and then Peter saw we did a good job with the spraying. So while we were there, we did a triple garage and a double garage. Sprayed that out, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
And again, a couple of weeks ago, we got another phone call.
Sprayed some more ceilings. And I bashed them out in, 3 days? That would have taken a good 2 weeks.
And then we went back and did that other one, didn't we?
That was horrible.
Oh, yeah, we did, yeah. Was that 3 days include that Saturday I come and help you?
Yeah.
But yeah, the site was awful. There's no... Anyway, so we've sort of got ourselves into a bit of a corner now where we're doing it on day work.
But really not making...
Well, we're making day work.
Yeah,
but and it is a reasonable day work.
Yeah. What, it's 140, isn't it? For me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
no, whoa, yeah, oh. Here we go, listeners. This is where we figure out where the old man's been stitching me up. How much are you charging him a day, Father?
So anyway, we're making some money on the...
Yeah, you're definitely making some money.
So we're... Yeah, but you're still... we're...
Notice how he's sweating. You can hear him sweat.
So no,
the perspiration.
Speaking to Ian Crump, we've just got to have a conversation with the builder, haven't we?
Yeah,
basically.
We kind of knew that anyway.
Yeah,
you just walked into a telling off by Crumpy for no reason, really.
It's not hard to set him off, is it? No, but be honest, he does come up with some really good ideas. He's you know what I mean.
Man.
He is, but yeah, he just told us what we already knew, really, didn't we?
Yeah.
That we've got to sort of go up to him and say, look, we either do these on a price.
Or we go back to brush and rolling them.
Yeah, which we don't really want to do.
I really don't want to do it.
No.
It'd be alright because the new builds are mostly empty, but God, can you imagine that big 24-foot ceiling?
Oh, it was a scaling, wasn't it? It was on an angle.
Yeah.
It was a blooming nightmare. I had to push Ryan around. I actually did push Ryan around on the scaffolding this time.
Yeah.
I didn't leave him and go to Cane Adam. I was there for the duration.
Yeah.
The thing that saved us on that job was old Christian's spray shield. Fox Professional Tools. Have a look at his spray shield.
Well worth it. Is it on Topdeck?
Yeah, I think Topdeck do sell it now, yeah.
Yeah, so it's on Topdeck brush.
They sell it for about £60, I think.
And don't forget to mention Two Decks One Mic on the checkout at Topdeck and you'll get some goodies.
I think you will do.
But
anyway, so that's
just try anyway.
So yeah, but yeah, we've definitely got to have that conversation in the new. That's another thing. I'll tell you what, it's going to be doing an awful lot of work in the new year.
Yeah.
So
yeah, we will be.
Anyway,
right.
I think we're about there, right? Don't you?
That's a good wrap up. I got to get home.
Have you?
Yeah.
Right. So anyway, we back on the. We've recorded a special from TalkRadio for Boxing Day.
Yeah.
And then we'll be back after that
on the 30th. Don't forget
the competition.
Check out the competition. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at @snd_decorating.
And
don't bother following the old man; he's boring.
I'm on.
I don't spam your feed with just random stuff. Oh, I'm in the hairdressers and the wallpaper looks a bit rubbish. I'm going to put it on Instagram.
Did you see that papering?
That bothered me. Not my job.
Oh, well,
I post up stuff that's if I find it interesting, I'll post it up.
I found that interesting.
I don't find that much interesting.
I found that wallpapering very interesting.
Yeah, because you're a sad old git.
Right. Anyway, have a lovely Christmas.
Yeah, don't forget to give us a shout on the socials. Both the personal and the 2 decks, 1 mic ones.
Definitely the 2 decks, 1 mic.
Yeah.
We need a lot of...
We do like a lot of...
yeah, so we're Twitter, Instagram, and also check out the website if you can't find it.
You're not idiots.
No, before we go
on.
we've had a lot of people... Hang on, why am I saying that? We've had a lot of people that can't find the podcast.
On-air meeting.
No, we've had a lot of people that can't find the podcast. If you're listening to this, guess what?
You
found the podcast.
Yeah, well done. If you're listening, well done on finding the podcast.
What I was going to say is we've had a lot of people that can't find the podcast. If you can't find the podcast, I've done a YouTube video. But
maybe on your YouTube channel you should do a lot of people are saying they can't find my YouTube channel.
I think it's time for us to go.
I think it is.
Don't you? Anyway, have a lovely Christmas.
Well,
thanks for your support, and we'll speak to you soon.
Two decorators and a microphone. The UK's first painting and decorating podcast with Trev and Ryan.